pretty soon here in my team, we're going to be getting a very big market crash, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you guys do enjoy this, do me a favor and smash that like button if it does help you out. Obviously, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. Would be greatly appreciated. Now, the reason why I want to make this video is, like, I normally, like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, about, you know, making market crash videos and everything. But the reason why I want to make this one is because I do think we are going to be getting a very big one this weekend, and I want you guys to not get screwed over by it. So yeah, let's talk about why I think this is going to be a thing. First things first, in the Pioneer set, we finally got a player lock-in that obviously is one of the best cards in this game. I mean, Tim Thomas, it's a card that everybody loves. And because, you know, this is one of the first cards that kind of felt like a My player, it's got that very similar, like, demigod build that, you know, from a lot of these older players that, you know, always end up happening in my team. We saw it with Terry, we saw it with Danny Ferry, we saw it with, who else is another good one? I feel like there's got to be somebody from last year. You guys get my point, though. There's always random, you know, older players that a lot of, you know, people don't know about. You know, I'm not saying I don't know about them, but, like, I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know about them. They end up being absolutely insane, and, you know, they always just end up, you know, making cards go for prices like this. So you guys can see here, DeMar DeRozan still going for 1.5 million MT. This has been kind of consistent ever since this promo did drop. They did drop the guaranteed packs with Kareem in it, which obviously made DeRozan's price, you know, be so high and be the way that it is. The rest of the promo is relatively cheap. I mean, you can get every other card for, again, a decent amount. But I do think, like I said, guys, you know, we are going to be getting another promo, I do think, that is very similar to this weekend. So I would definitely expect to see another player lock-in, and have it be somebody that is really good. Now, maybe it may not be a player lock-in. Maybe it could just be somebody in the actual set. But regardless, I do think it is time we get somebody like a T-Mac, like a Kobe, like a Giannis, okay? Like, I really do think we're going to be getting a big game-breaking card. We're not game-breaking, but I do think we get that really big named card finally back in my team, and I think that is going to cause, obviously, you know, a big market crash and everything, especially because, again, we saw it with this Tim Thomas that as soon as this card came out, everybody started flooding the market with their different cards. A lot of pink diamonds did crash. But also, another reason why I want to say this, guys, is because a good example of, you know, finally them listening to us, at least a little bit, is this moment's Joel Embiid. When Embiid dropped, guys, a lot of even, you know, cards that could be considered budget cards actually dropped in price a lot as well. So the good thing about these cards finally starting to come out is that there is going to be a market crash with a lot of with a lot of these different pink diamonds and everything. We've already seen some pink diamonds crash, which I'll talk about in just a second. Hey guys, if you guys need any online or offline grinding, be sure to hit up Rose NBA on Twitter. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% legit and reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. So with the pink diamond and B dropping, we did, like I said, end up seeing a crash with some good centers in this game, some good budget centers, such as guys like Karl Anthony Towns. Cat actually ended up tanking a good amount, actually, I feel like. And, you know, because of that, a lot of you guys were able to pick up a pretty solid center in Cat for relatively cheap. His price is actually starting to go back up a little bit, but he was as low as like 38 to 40K. So, again, his price is going back up a little bit. But, again, it is the initial crash where you guys can go ahead and pick these cards up. Another really good player, okay, a really solid card in this game that did end up crashing was Jared Allen. And you guys can see his price is still down a really good amount. I mean, 28K for this card is an absolute steal. I mean, he was going for literally 50 or 60K a couple days ago. 24K at the lowest right there. Absolutely a steal of a price for a player. Now, if we're looking at a pink diamond center that did crash in price, look no further than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, okay? This card, again, went for as low as 120K consistently when Embiid did drop. Well, at least the day after Embiid dropped, so yesterday. So there is actual, you know, market movements happening from just moments cards. So with us getting a promo lock-in of a player that is going to be really solid again, or just a really solid player in packs, we can definitely expect to see a big crash as well. So what cards do I think are going to end up crashing here in my team? Well, let's just go ahead and take a look at some pink diamonds here that have been coming out. So Josh Smith did just drop yesterday as a part of the brand new glitch promo. I mean, Dominique Wilkins have been out forever. Draymond Green still pretty solid in my opinion, but, you know, that may be a little biased. Whatever, it is what it is. You know, Ricky Davis, obviously a really solid player as well that did drop. But you guys can see, overall, these pink diamonds, they're no longer selling for, you know, 5, 6, 7, 800K MT. Like, some of them obviously do. They're really good ones. But a lot of these other, you know, average pink diamonds are going to start to drop in price. Now, like I said, let's just take a look at the last couple promos that we did get. The Dreamer set. Kevin Durant. Now, KD normally is a card that would be game breaking, you know, where, like I'm saying, it crashes the market. Everybody wants a KD. KD this year is just not it, okay? I'm going to be honest. If you guys like using him, that is awesome, but I'm going to keep it real with you guys. KD is just not it. His release is just really bad this year. It always has a hitch in it, and sometimes it just spikes like crazy with no hitch. So timing his shot is just, I don't even know. Like, it's really weird. So KD, I mean, it wasn't even the best player in the drop. I personally do think Ricky Davis was the best player in this drop. Looking at the Pioneer set, again, we did get Tim Thomas, like I talked about, again, with Kareem and everything. The Nightmare set, Ron Artest, LeBron James, two obviously really solid cards there as well. And we obviously did get the Ferocious promo that started us out with Harden, Draymond, you know, Cat, all of them. And then we obviously have the Glitch promo that does feature some really good cards in it. Again, like Hakeem Olajuwon, like Gary Payton. Ray Allen is pretty solid, still pretty, you know, definitely usable in this game. And then again, like Josh Smith. But Josh Smith, again, the jump shot is just really not all there. So taking a look at everything, like I said, one thing that I feel like lacks about the headlining of some of these promos is definitely like like I said, the Kobe, the T-Mac, you know, the Giannis, the who else could be I mean, now don't get me wrong, like I said, there's a lot of other guys that they could throw in these promos that could be, I don't want to say no name guy, but like I said, Ron Artest nobody was going to predict, and he just ended up dropping. So we could end up seeing a Paul George dropping. We could be getting a Klay Thompson pretty soon, which I actually think Klay, again, not trying to be biased, but I personally think Klay is going to be really good in this game because his jump shot is really solid, and the way that this game plays, like, I just feel like Klay is going to be very similar to how his glitch card played last year. So like I said, I think we're looking at that shooting guard, maybe that point guard position dropping in price, and like those being the guys that are going to end up taking a hit. So let's take a look at some shooting guards. Jordan, I mean, 150 with 12 minutes left. Again, like obviously this isn't a definitive price on him, but I could start to, or you guys could start to see the dropping in price of Michael Jordan. A guy like James Harden, Ray Allen, these are guys that I do think are going to be lowered in price a little bit. So, I mean, that's just obviously a few examples here. Ricky Davis, I think, is fine because he's been out for a good amount. We could even see Ron Artest dropping a little bit. A lot of people don't even really run him at the 3. A lot of them run him at the 2. So, again, depending on who we end up getting there, we could be seeing a drop in price at that position. As far as point guards go, I mean, again, Steph is really good. A lot of cards are usable, guys, this year, which is really good. Like, every single different card, I feel like, is usable that does drop, which is good, but again, it still does cause a little bit of a market crash. So I could see a drop depending again on who does come out. If it is a Kobe or a T-Mac that can play the 1, I don't think that would happen yet, but I wouldn't really be surprised. If that is the case, I would expect a drop with guys like Steph, with guys like Ja. I think, you know, definitely Lillard. I think, honestly, like, look at how these are the only pink diamond point guards that are up on the market. There's only like a handful of them up. I think the only 2 point guards that will be safe from it is Gary and John Wall, just because they are obviously the 2 best PGs in the game off of the auction house. But still, I think there's going to be a crash going on at some point with some of these players. Also, guys, the one thing you guys want to pay attention to, again, is before these big pack drops come out, is courts, is logos, is a lot of this different stuff. And the reason why, especially badges too, is, you know, a lot of these badges, they jump up in price. Now, I've showed this in previous videos plenty of times. I don't really have any more because I keep selling them all in these videos and everything. Maybe Rebound Chaser. Yeah, there you go. Oh, maybe not. It took a little bit of a drop. But these badges, guys, they go for a really good amount, and you guys really do want to sell these before the content does drop. So even a badge like Rebound Chaser, again, I mean, you know, it could jump up in price, obviously, if the cards come out and they don't have them. But what I'm definitely going to tell you guys is, like I said, like, if you guys need the MT, go through and sell your badges now. Sell your shoe boost, like, now. Sell all of these stuff, like, now. Because, guys, again, just take a look at this. Like, all the, I mean, again, the diamond shoe boost, like, this is obviously more revolving around limited and stuff where, you know, again, they come out in packs or whatever, like in the different diamond shoe boost packs or diamond consumable packs or whatever people are pulling them out of. But they all crash over the weekend because, again, the weekend not only features that best promo, but it also features the, you know, events that go on with limited and everything. So, again, guys, make sure you guys are going through and paying attention to some of this different stuff because, again, even these logos, some of them you guys can catch at a pretty good price, you know, selling for a pretty good price. And you guys definitely want to take advantage. I mean, again, look at these floors, okay? So that's like $1,500 minimum for that floor right there. This one would be a minimum of like $3,000 for this jersey or for this floor. Again, another $3,000 for the floor. like maybe 2,000 or 2,250 for that floor. Like, but you guys get my point. A lot of stuff in your collection is going to hold value before these cards and stuff come out. So make sure you guys do take the time to go ahead and sell some of the stuff in your collection that you're not using. Clean house, get that empty, stock up, and get ready for the weekend. Because like I said, I could see a crash happening this weekend. And also, guys, I'm going to make a separate video kind of talking about this. So I didn't want to talk about it that much in this video, but Thanksgiving is next week, guys. Like, we are getting that Thanksgiving promo and stuff next week. So that's gonna crash. Like, people are gonna be pulling free pink diamonds. People are gonna be getting event cards that are gonna be giving us some, hopefully, I should say. But we should be getting, you know, free packs, a lot of free stuff, basically. Locker codes, everything like that. And you guys don't want to get caught by a locker code where they drop, you know, 5 pink diamonds for free. Like, similar to what they did with Zion and Ja, you don't want to be caught behind some stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And yeah, peace. If you guys need cheap and reliable MT, be sure to head over to NBA2King.com. Use code BIO2K for 5% off your final order.